Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up gay culture. Queer News Tonight history is made with 11 million viewers, and it was reached in August 13th, 2025. Live from the gayest place on earth, right here. History is being made tonight. Queer News Tonight, America's credible LGBTQ daily news broadcast, has officially crossed a landmark milestone, reaching 11 million viewers on YouTube as of August 13th. The daily live evening program has been the most watched LGBTQ plus evening news and lifestyle streaming program in the world in 2025. The program launched the first Monday of January at the dawn of the coming of COVID pandemic. The show's very first story was to report on the strange new virus rumored from Wuhan, China. It launched as Q News Tonight because producers felt the use of the word queer would be too negative to the LGBTQ plus and broader community. The program was the inspiration of creator Al Ferguson and executive producer Darren Lowley, the CEO of Hotspots Happening Out. The show broadcast every day during pandemic and changed the name to Queer News Tonight a year after the program started. Since its launch, Queer News Tonight has delivered more than 11,000 stories, covering the hard-hitting global, national, and regional issues that matter most to the queer community. In addition to daily news, Queer News Tonight has told thousands of stories about Black, Latino, lesbian, trans, students and youth, seniors, HIV issues, the business community, religion, and about gay culture. From breaking political news to human rights struggles to cultural celebrations, the show has been there telling stories that others often overlook. Queer News Tonight has been anchored by more than 200 community leaders from all walks of our LGBTQ plus life. The show was envisioned to be a hybrid of NBC Nightly News combined with Meet the Press table conversation format. Combine them both and Queer News Tonight was born. The channel's impact continues to grow, now boasting more than 24,000 subscribers who tune into our daily broadcast for bold, timely, and unapologetic ally queer reporting. Queer News Tonight is part of Hotspots Happening Out Television, a powerhouse of LGBTQ media brands committed to producing diverse and engaging content for a worldwide queer audience. Together, these platforms are amplifying queer voices, raising awareness, and creating visibility where it's needed most. As Queer News Tonight looks ahead, we encourage you to follow our channel. Hit that bell icon so you can never miss a video. Because in a world where representation matters, we are making sure LGBTQ voices are not only heard, but also celebrated. This milestone marks not just a number, but a movement, proving that when queer stories are told, the world will listen. Tonight we make history, friends. 11 million viewers strong. Queer News Tonight started as a scrappy experiment during COVID, and now it's the most watched LGBTQ plus news show in the world. This isn't just about numbers. It's proof that when queer stories are told boldly, authentically, and unapologetically, the world will listen. And I'm proud to say that I got here at the end of 2020 during pandemic when we were doing Queer News Tonight from separate parts of the studio with one camera pointing at each anchor, and we all had masks on.
Wow.
And that is how it started, and we were still able to relay the news. So to be able to see that we are here in 2025, 11 million views, like that washes over me like, wow, people are listening. I remember sitting here, and I came here to represent Celebrate Orgullo, which is Unity Coalition's headline event in October. And I remember sitting going, how come I haven't heard this story anywhere else? This affects me. How come this story isn't being talked about on ABC, NBC, or CBS, right? Because it was our job to make sure that those stories were told, and told in a way that were representative of what we live in, of our culture, of the people who we love. Congratulations to Hotspots Happening Out. Congratulations to all the anchors that sit at this table and deliver the news. Congratulations, Faye Watt. It's like, this is a wonderful thing that we've done and that we are all a part of. Boys, what do you think?
Well, I almost didn't recognize Al without his trademark orange glasses.
Oh my God, yes!
I'm truly honored and grateful to have been a Queer News Tonight anchor since June of 2021. I'm thankful to Al, Darren, Steve, David, and of course Faye and Larry, my fellow anchors seated at this table, as well as all of those from the past. This has been an amazing experience, and onward and forward.
It's been an honor. It's been over a year, and I'm so proud to be part of this, especially with you, Faye, and Greg, and so many of the others, and Steve. This is like a dream come true. You know, I went to school for communications, majored in that, and I was a theater minor. And I dabbled over the years and got involved in things, but never in my wildest dreams. You know, I came kicking and screaming to Florida with my husband and said, what the heck is going to await me down here? And this has been the brightest thing in my life. So thank you.
I love that.
Thank you, Queer News Tonight.
You know, and just the vision, right? Al Ferguson and Darren Lowley, thank you for the vision, right? Let's put community leaders, right? Community workers, people from our community, let's have them all sit around a table and speak from their heart, right? Like, yes, we have a teleprompter, but whatever we say is our opinion. We're never told, don't say that, or you can't say that, right? We've always been supported by production, by the folks that make this happen. They've always been like, you're sitting at that table because you represent something that nobody else at that table is representing. Be you, whatever that is, right? In a place where we're constantly watching on TV that everybody's telling us not to be you, right? Be something different.
It's okay. We can agree to disagree. Because
and we have. I mean, I've had some fights from this table. I've had some laughs from this table. I've cried at this table. So many wonderful things that have come up at this table. And then some of my best friends I've met at this table. People who I break bread with, people who I celebrate holidays with are at this table now, you know? People who I go away on vacation with are at this table, sit at this table, because that just tells you the caliber of people that we have gracing us every single day. And the fact that you folks watch, that is why we keep doing it. That is why we come in and we're so happy to represent what we each represent. It's because of you and you watching. So thank you for watching. Thank you for making us feel that we're doing the right thing, right? Here's to more years, more viewers, more subscribers. Tell your friends, right? Because we're not going anywhere. And we're in Florida. So take that all in, right?
Remember that, yes.
And that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by liking and subscribing Queer News Tonight.